Well, I'm back. I thought it was time that I finally did a February and now a March energy report. Wow, what a month it has been. So, just a reminder that these energy reports, they're just little snippets of a very generalized energy that is entering in or has risen up. And it doesn't mean that it just because the energy is for one particular month or what I see is for one particular month stops at that month. It just means that these are the things that are coming in and that will continue to, I'm getting lots of notifications there, continue to move into the next couple of months. Okay. So for the longest time, we were on an upward rising. And then the new year, and I think I did a year's predictions or just a couple of check-ins, and at least three of them have come to fruition already. Unfortunately, when I said, masses of people would be leaving, I, although I did feel it, that there would be like thousands. I didn't think like 47,000 to 50,000 people, those poor people in the earthquake. So that. And then I one of the reports I remember saying, yeah, Biden's going to have another slip. I don't know if it's just metaphoric. And I don't think it happened that month, but obviously it just happened, I think, yesterday or the day before. And then North Korea and their missiles, even though it has been an ongoing issue, it's really becoming like in your face. And what I saw was they're actually, I don't know, it's like they're planning. What I saw was they're planning to do something for real. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's talk about February. When at the first of the month, a couple of days into the month, I decided, okay, I'm going to do a check in. Let me just get a feel for the month. And as I'm checking in immediately, what I just felt was like a train, a black wall of energy and heavy. And I just thought to myself, I can't do this. It's too much and too heavy. I thought I just knew I wouldn't be able to see all the things, but I felt lots of things happening, lots of destruction. And then, of course, maybe it was a couple days or a week later, the earthquake hit. So I'm thinking that was that rumbling dark wall of energy. However, what I also got for a hexagram was hexagram 26, line 4. But hexagram 26 talks about anger. And what I got was the things that are now were kind of, whereas before during the holidays in this past year, we were kind of on an upward rising collective energy, people, standing up for their inner truth and really coming into their own sovereignty. But now, ever since the first of the year, everything's like, yeah, things are going to get a little darker. And I think it's a little bit more manipulation. But anyway, so what is really rising even more in February is anger. And I'm, not that we haven't had anger before, but it is what is causing particularly these natural disasters is our inappropriate dealings and use of anger. And so, many of us repress it and then we have like, and then we project it out and we're yelling at people or whatever. We have whatever reactions in our relationships. And the I Ching says, anger is a very appropriate cosmic energy, but the way we use it, we diminish its energy. Anger can be so useful, the energy of it, because it is full of like life and potential energy. And if we took that anger instead of stuffing it and projecting it out, if we just said, okay, universe, I'm so angry at this situation, I give it to you, and then the helpers of our helpers or whatever you want to call them, the universe can take that unused energy and use it appropriately. If it's for a person has harmed you or something, then the universe knows how to take the appropriate action with that person. You may never see it. Of course, we want to see justice, but the universe will take care of it. So the message for February is please, please, please hand over your anger to the universe and your helpers, and they will deal with it appropriately. Otherwise, we will continue to have things like earthquakes and people even more, yelling at each other, killing each other, shooting each other. Okay, so that's enough for February. Let me see what else. So March energy. So the word that I got for the theme of March and what's going to continue on is melodramatic. And I will talk about how that fits in just a moment. Melodramatic, such a great word. Collective energy. The vision that I got was like in the movies where you look in the distance, an atomic bomb was going off. And obviously, this is just a metaphor. And when I said, show me what this represents, and I just got this total sinking feeling in my body. And I think it just relates to more events that are just heavy, perhaps explosive. Anyway, the heaviness is going to continue. Oh yeah, I saw lots more fighting and riots and protest. I didn't see it so much for the US, although, when I try to figure out where, I'm always wrong, that I was feeling more Europe, Middle East, maybe Ukraine. Well, there's plenty of rioting over there. Anyway, so just more of that anger rising up. The US collective energy word was salacious, lustful and lecherous. And what I saw was a little Monopoly game, and water, it was tilting, and all this water was coming in and knocking down like all the little players, the houses and everything. And just what I heard was continued destruction of the US. And that is like what all of us are feeling in the US. Just everything is just going, our whole Monopoly game is going underwater. Okay, so the hexagram that I got for March energy is 9, line 5, and it says, this says it all: dense clouds, no rain from the west region. And what this is saying, and what I got was, this is not like for personal people. I mean, for you personally, like to work on yourself, but it was kind of a warning. I was feeling it was a warning saying, whoever's in charge, or the collective people that are in charge, it says, are doing something. It's a warning to us. And it says, people are being brought under the control by a collective power, obscuring people's light and inner truth. No rain. That's what no rain means. And so you are being prevented from receiving cosmic nourishment. So heavy, heavy manipulation, look over there, don't look here. Let me distract you with this. Let me distract you with that. And really creating lots of anger, actually. And I think they know how to use that anger. So let's not give them that chance. Anyway, here's how the word melodramatic is being used here. In a play, the characters that are melodramatic are put there, let's see if I can read my notes, to get the audience to see a character or particular characters as good and evil, as good or evil, to provoke or can't read my writing. Anyway, to provoke anxiety and fear, or to relieve anxiety and fear. But I think here, under these circumstances, the dense clouds, the manipulation of our inner light, our inner truth being obscured, anger, this is we're being played with. Here, look at this person, look at this leader, look at these people. They're evil, 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 and trying to promote fear and anxiety in us. I mean, this has been going on forever, but I think it's really ramping up. It's just felt really heavy. And I think it might have been in response to, of course, the previous year of people rising up, right? Okay, let's see. For the US, I don't know. I saw, I didn't really see any big events, and I didn't really try very hard because that's not my thing anymore. But I did see Trump at the Capitol steps slips. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it has something to do with January 6th, although I kind of got that feeling it could, or, who knows. And then I heard waterways spill over. Don't know what that means. And heard once again dense clouds. Then I was checking in on England, and all I saw was fire in the Big Ben Parliament. And it wasn't at the top of Big Ben, it was like in the middle of Big Ben. Again, this could be metaphoric. I don't know what that means. So anyway, Big Ben, Elizabeth Tower. Okay, so March is going to be melodramatic. Don't let the characters in the play make you feel leaders give you any anxiety or fear. Just ignore them completely. Okay, until next time.